As many of you are aware, Baltimore City is the only jurisdiction in Maryland without complete local control over its police department. In 2021, state legislators authorized a ballot initiative that would decide once and for all whether Baltimore City would have control of its own police department. Question H, of course, passed by a large majority in November 2022, with nearly 83% of city residents voting in favor. However, while the ballot question was overwhelmingly approved over nearly a year ago, limiting language on the powers of the city as it exists still exists in the state law. The Baltimore City Council now has the authority to legislate on the Baltimore City Police Department, but it exists in a pretty gray area. Even though, of course, it is a Baltimore City Police Department. In coordination with the administration, I am introducing two bills on local control, one for the city charter and another for the code. After these bills make their way through City Council, the Maryland General Assembly will need to strike language in the code limiting the City Council's ability to legislate over the police department this upcoming session. In order for us to have our bills ready for the Maryland General Assembly in time, we must begin our process now at the city. We can't wait any longer, or else we'll end up risking missing Annapolis' session in 2024. We're working with the administration, of course, the council president on these bills, because this topic is, of course, of the highest concern for the city, and it should be presented on a united front. So I want to thank both the administrations for this so far. We also have a commitment from the Local Control Advisory Board that they will have a full report on their recommendations by the time of our first hearing on November 29th. And I want to thank them for their hard work on this topic over the last 2 years. Bill 23-0405, mentioned earlier, is the first of two bills, and it is the charter amendment. This is the side of the things that would require approval by the voters of Baltimore in November of 2024, and it will codify charter language for the Baltimore City Police Department. 23-0449, the second of the two bills, will clean up will be a cleanup of sorts for the city code and the public local laws as we add them to the police department and the city code. It is my hope that the charter amendment and the code will be an end, but also a means, a way to achieve the outcome that we've all been working for since 2021, or honestly before 2021. And I look forward to working with you all, my colleagues, and of course the members of the public with the feedback that we'll get during these hearings, because it is our duty to realize the will of the voters and make sure that we ensure local control for the city of Baltimore. Thank you, Mr. President.